Hello everybody, Damascus here, and today I'm bringing you another knife review, and today we are reviewing this guy. This is the Cold Steel Finwolf. This is actually a pretty neat knife, and I'm going to tell you why in just a few minutes here, so yeah. But if you haven't already, remember to subscribe because I post knife and EDC related content, so if that's something that interests you, please subscribe. Now, on to the knife specs, and then me rambling about the knife. Length of this guy. Overall length. Coming in, yeah, about 8 inches. Blade length. Its blade length is about, say, about 3¼ inches, and cutting edge is practically the same. Yeah. Weight on this guy. Bring out my scale. Hello to you too, scale. Alright, when we are on ounces. 3.29. Not bad at all. Fairly light knife. Size comparison. Put this guy up against Spyderco Parrot 3, Spyderco PM2. So, yeah, this guy, its size is more comparable to the PM2, as you can see. Yeah, it's more comparable, but with the PM2, you do get a lot more of just blade instead of cutting edge. This one has a little bit more. I would say cutting edge just by a little bit. This one you do have quite a bit of handle, and this handle is actually quite comparable to this guy. This guy, the handle is pretty much the same, but the blade is a little bit smaller. Next, CJRB Feldspar small, CJRB Feldspar full-sized. So this guy is comparable mostly to the full-sized. The small is smaller, but yeah. So yeah, pretty much same size, full-size Feldspar, which is pretty cool. Next, Benchmade Freak, Benchmade Bug Out. I need to start cleaning my knives more often. They're always so dirty in my videos. People are going to constantly go like, "Do you ever clean your knives?" And I'll be like, "Well, I do. I just use them a lot. Well, not a lot, but quite often." Yeah. So this guy is more comparable to the Freak in size. And last but not least, everyone's favorite size comparison: Cold Steel Spada XL and Cold Steel Spada Medium. Boom. So this guy is more comparable to the medium. The medium still has kind of more handle because it has this interesting bean shape. And this guy, I would say that the blade is... This guy has a wide blade, but this guy has a longer blade. Sort of. Yeah. About there. It's pretty much the same. It's interesting, but this guy has it's a little bit closer to the blade, so you have a little extra control on this guy compared to this guy where you're all the way back here, so you don't really have that much control. You can choke up a little bit, it's just not as, it's not too bad, but you know, it's not as I would say ergonomic as this guy. Okay, size comparison done. Time to show you the height on this guy. Against the Parrot 3 and the PM2. So there's the height. So as you can see, this guy is not too high. Pretty much the thumb hole of the Para 3 is actually making it quite higher. So, yeah. So this guy is much more, I would say, let's see, up against the bug out on height. Yeah, this guy's a little bit comparable to the bug out, just a little bit higher, but marginal. And let's do width on this guy. So this guy is pretty much as thick as the Para 3, if not a little bit thicker. You can see, not too bad. The pocket clip right there, so pretty much comparable to the Para 3. Blade thickness on this guy. Get my calibers. Okay. Yep. We're on inches. And we're zeroed. There. So we're at 0.11 inches on the spine of this guy. And the blade, approximately, this is a rough calculation, so take that with a grain of salt. 0.04. So yeah, it's kind of a rough calculation because my calibers tend to slip off of the blade. There you go. Now, price on this guy. This guy at Blade HQ will run you $39.99. On Knife Center, you get $36.95. And then on Cold Steel's website, from Cold Steel, from Cold Steel themselves, is $64.99, which is MSRP. So that would definitely be the last resort. If you really want this knife, go to Cold Steel and buy it for MSRP, but I do not recommend that. Or you can get it on Amazon for $37.82, which is an interesting price. They do have different colors. The gray and OD green is for some reason at Blade HQ. I'm not sure about the other ones. I only looked at Blade HQ. But there is other colors. There's OD green and gray, and for some reason those are $1 less than the bright colors like blue, orange, and yellow, I think it was, or something like that. Blue, orange, and red. That's what it was. For some reason, this one was $1 extra, but whatever. I was willing to pay $1 extra for my favorite color. Well, one of my favorite colors. So yeah, that's the price on this guy. Next will be the cut test. Take this, what you will, because this guy, I used this guy quite a bit before doing this review. So yeah, quite a bit, and I have put my own edge on it. So this is not factory edge by any means. I have sharpened this guy, I think, once or twice. So this is kind of more of my edge, but I'm just going to do this cut test anyway to show you how well the edge holds up, and how well it takes an edge. So yeah, it looks like I probably need to get back to the... There we go, see? Not too bad. I think, one, I'm kind of a novice when it comes to sharpening. No professional. So I don't sharpen the best, but I can get it decently sharp. And it seems like I've gotten some parts sharper than others. So yeah, I probably need to go back and sharpen this guy up a little bit more. See what I could do better. But yeah, so don't think that the company did bad on this knife's edge. It was very sharp out of the box, and I loved how sharp it was and how it cut. I think that was kind of my fault for not putting a very good edge on it. So yeah, just keep that in mind. All right, I think that's all the specs. Now time for me to ramble on my personal opinions on this knife and some of the little facts and details, just so you know what you're getting. The steel on this guy is AUS 8A, which is meh kind of steel. It's on the market. There's definitely better steels around this price point, which is like, I would say $30-something. But it's like, it's an okay steel. It will do the job. You sharpen it up, just constantly sharpen it up, just keep sharpening, and it will cut. It will do its job. It's stainless, so yeah, I really don't have any uh anger towards OS 8A. I mean, OS 10A would be better, but OS 8A, whatever, you know. Um, and then blade. The blade on this is a satin, as you can see, satin finish, which I like. It's cool. I like a stonewash, but you know, satin's fine. And then you got a it's just like a standard blade shape. This is kind of just like a straight back, so it just gives you a straight back, plenty of point, plenty of belly, and straight cutting edge to work with, which is really nice. Um, this guy's great for just destroying boxes, truly. Also has a Scandi grind, which is really cool. I really like the way how Scandi grind works. Um, Not, mind you, I did put my own edge on it, so yeah, I kind of messed up the factory Scandi grind, but it did come with a Scandi grind, which is just great for just really being slicey. Yeah, I really like it. Um, then the handle material is Gryvex, which I really have no problem with this. I'm not really a big fan of polymer plastic handles. They just feel kind of cheap and easy to break, but Cold Steel does a really good job on their polymer handles, and they feel durable, which I like. Feels very nice. You could definitely tell the difference between a Cold Steel injection molded plastic than what was it called? Like a cheap gas station or some other just a random Chinese production knife that really doesn't have anything behind it than just they made a knife just to sell and stuff like that. Those cheap ass knives. Sorry, my language. Those cheap knives that you can get from places. You can feel the plastic and it just feels abysmal. You feel like you're going to break it by just holding it. This feels actually really nice. Feels really nice in hand. Feels durable. So yeah, definitely can recommend that for plastic or polymer handles. This guy is made in Taiwan, which Cold Steel, most of their knives, if not all their knives that I know of, are made in Taiwan. And then I already told you the price on this guy. This is inspired by the. I'm probably going to butcher this. Inspired by the Puukko. 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 So Puukko or something like that. Fishing hunting knife. So that's what this is inspired by, which is actually pretty cool. I like it when knives come from inspiration from like cool things in the past, things that were used by people in the past. It's just cool. This was a collaboration also with Andrew Demko, which is really cool. Everyone knows Andrew Demko at this point. At least I think they do. Andrew Demko is really popular in the knife community. He makes the 80-20 and the 80-20.5 and stuff like that. Really, really cool stuff that Andrew Demko does. And he's also the designer of the Triad Lock, which is sick. Now some of my personal opinions on this guy. One, do not pay MSRP for this. $64 is way overpriced for OS 8A and polymer handles. That's just my opinion. Correct me if you think differently. Definitely buy buy this for from a discounted retailer. $30-something actually is not a bad price for this knife. You get really durable locking, great grind, great fit and finish, just strong, durable, and a decent, a okay steel for $30. It's going to last you a while. This guy's definitely going to do the job. But for $64, I think you can do a little bit better than OS 8. That's just my opinion. But if you really want this knife, go for it. I ain't going to stop you. This guy is fully ambidextrous, so lefties can use the knife. The pocket clip is reversible, which is nice. The back lock is ambidextrous, so no matter what hand you're using, you can close it and open it. It has the thumb studs are on both sides, so you can open it right hand and you can open it left-handed. Man, that was awkward feeling because I'm right-handed. The lockup on this guy is solid, as you know with triad locks. Yep, no blade play whatsoever. The centering is really nice, as you can see. And the disassembly and reassembly on this guy is really good. There's not too many parts to worry about. You do have to worry about the spring, the back lock, and all the other kind of connectors in there. And then pivot, and then you got a few pins, and then a few body screws, and then the blade. But that's then the washers. But that's pretty much it. So disassembly and reassembly was really nice on this guy. Felt good and was easy to take apart and put back together, which I really like. Now, I'm not sure if you can see in there. Let's see if you can see in there. As you can see, there is no skeletonization with the handles, and there isn't any liners. So this is just one piece of plastic. So keep that in mind that this knife, the lock is so strong that the handle will probably break before the lock breaks. So yeah, which is also really cool. I use this guy quite a bit. Very comfortable in the hand. I like it. Feels really good. The handle has a little bit extra for people with bigger hands. There's nothing really to choke up onto, but the handle does go at least somewhat close to the blade, so you do get a really good amount of control over this blade. And that Scandi grind is really good for just really slicing through cardboard and all that kind of stuff. Now, you can. This guy is really designed for two-hand closing, but you can one hand open and close it if you're a little crazy like me. You can flick it open like this, so you can do that. You can push the spine on the back of your leg as you push the lock, and then make sure to clear your hands and then flick it down. So that's usually how I close it because it's just flashy and I like to show off. Or you could just do just a traditional boop, close, there. But yeah, I think that's pretty much all I have to say. This guy, yeah, the pocket clip is fine. The handle on this guy is fine. The thumb studs work. The action on it is great. Fit and finish is actually really good. Yeah, so for a $30+ knife, I definitely can recommend this. There also is a fixed blade kitchen knife of this one called the Finwolf fixed blade, I think it was called. So if you want that, but yeah, I think this is actually a really good knife for above $30. I don't think you could go wrong with it. This guy is actually I can recommend this guy. I think this is actually a really good knife. I really like it. But I think that's it for this video. I rambled on long enough, so I hope you like this video. If you like more knife and EDC related content, check out my other videos. Remember to subscribe because I post every Saturday and every other Sunday, and there'll be more knives and more videos in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and have a fantastic day. Bye.